It's been 84 years since I've recorded in here, and I don't know what I'm doing. I never knew what I was doing. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a different kind of video than what is currently published on my YouTube channel, but it's the stuff I used to do when I started my YouTube channel. Does that make sense? If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of my videos, you'll see an old cosplay video from 9 years ago in this room, working on a hat for a character that brings me back here today, and that's Midna. 9 years ago, I created a swimsuit Midna, and I hand-painted a Twilight Mirror hat. You can, if you really want, but just keep in mind that there are people that I talk about in that video that are no longer in my life. It was 9 years ago. So I'm going to the Long Island Retro Gaming Convention, or whatever it's called, and I decided I was going to do some kind of casual costumes because I don't really cosplay anymore, but I also feel like, could be fun. Busting out my Samus dress. I think I'm gonna wear my Knuckles costume because that's mainly just a wig. And then I was trying to make a character, but I cannot for the life of me find fabric. And fabric hunting is a lot harder now that Joanne's is gone. Plus I didn't really want to spend any money. So I thought about, I could wear Midna. I've made a few versions of her. I have gloves that I have glow-in-the-dark vinyl on. I have my pants that are... They looked better, but whatever, I wear them all the time. And then I have a poncho-ish... Well, it's not a poncho because it's not closed. Shawl? Something. You get the idea. An over thing. Which actually, it's right here, that I thrifted. It's got some tassels on it. It's very nice. I wear it all the time. But it's for winter, and we are in summer. It is 94 degrees outside, about 34-ish Celsius, and that's just not gonna cut it. As it is, the glove thing is part of a jacket. If I could find a picture, I'll show you. So I'll already be wearing long sleeves and pants. I don't want to add a sweater on top of that. So I found this fabric, which we actually used. We had so much of this. We use this for Halloween decorations because it's really good for draping and stuff like that. There might actually be some Halloween decorations still in it. We've had this fabric since I was a kid. Yeah, that was some hay. Anyway, it ended up that when I laid down the poncho thingy, it was the same length of this fabric doubled up. So we're gonna reconstruct that poncho thingy. I'm gonna keep calling it a poncho because I don't know what else to call it. I'll show it to you if I can. It's black. But I'll show you how the construction of it works. And I also found tassels to possibly put at the bottom, like the fringe of this, because I do like how that looks, but I don't know if I'm gonna like tassels versus that sweatery fringe. We'll see. It's here if I need it. But let me move some stuff and then I will show you the construction of this thing. It's very easy. So if you want to make it, this is the project to make if you want to dabble in sewing. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to put my mic on my shirt. I'm sorry if it sounds worse. This is the fabric. Like I said, the Halloween fabric. It's not meant to be Halloween fabric. We just always used it as that. It's stretchy a little bit. It's kind of see-through, and it has one of the edges still on it, which is nice because then that would be the bottom edge. I'll show you. So we have that. I don't know how much of it is. I didn't measure it. It doesn't matter. We're eyeballing this, and this is the actual poncho thing, and the way it's constructed, if you look here, this is the tag of it. What is it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that says. It looks like it says "Say Jean." I don't know. Anyway, so it's like this, right? So it comes down, goodbye. It comes down like that, right? But the construction of this thing is really, really simple. I'll put it on. It's just that. And you see how, like, with, my summer outfit, how fantastic it looks together. But no, it just creates that, like, drama in the simplest, like, way you can create drama. Basically, all this is, it's just a long rectangle. Two long rectangles, and then they are joined together about halfway. And that's it. And then you can like hem across from one rectangle to the other. That's it. There's no sizing. There's no finicky. You cut out 2 long rectangles to your desired length and sew them about halfway up. And then you have this. That's it. So, that's what we're gonna do. Is it worth me making a whole video on this? Not really. But I gotta start somewhere, right? Anyway, this really is gonna be fold this in half. Let's just get into it. Whatever. Let's just get into it. I don't know if I can move the camera to a better spot. We're using chicken, by the way, but I don't have him following my face because I didn't think it was necessary. So we're gonna take it and we're gonna fold it in half. How long is this? Let's see. Just to give you guys a reference of the amount I'm using. 1 yard. I have a cutting mat over here. That's a yard. 2 yards. 3 yards. Okay, so like 3.5-ish yards. And then how wide is it? The end of it is about 27 inches. So what did I say? Like 3.5 yards and 27 inches? So you do need an amount of fabric. I just happen to have the perfect amount of fabric, but you do need an amount. Luckily, it's not a wide amount. It's just long. And it doesn't have to be the 3.5 yards continuous. It could be split in 2 because it's gonna be split in 2 anyway. I'm about to cut this, but I gotta fold it first to find the midpoint. Midpoint acquired, I think. I don't care if it's perfect. Oh, but you know what? It is perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna do this over here. All I'm gonna do is it's still folded in half. Get my handy dandy scissors. I could lay it flat and... Nah. I was gonna say I could lay it flat and use my beloved rotary blade because I prefer cutting fabric with this. It's too wiggly squiggly, so we're just gonna do it like this. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We're just gonna cut it like this. You could be more precise if you want. I don't need it to be. It's okay if it looks kind of tattered. Also, if you have no idea who Midna is from Twilight Princess. She is your, like, kind of your companion. Well, you're more like her companion, let's be real. And, spoilers, but she has 2 forms, and I am doing her humanized form. Well, I'm taking inspiration from her humanized form, not her imp form. Voila! We have 2 pieces! They have been separated. Now to rejoin them. Sewing is weird. I'm gonna cut the fabric apart just to put it back together in slightly different fashion. I mean, that's all that sewing is, really. But, I don't know. So, like I said earlier, it has the selvage, I think that's what it's called. I should know, I've been sewing for years. So, I'm gonna make sure that that will be able to be on the outside of both sides, because if I want to add the fringe, this is a lot stronger to sew onto than all of these little holes. As it is, sewing this fabric together is gonna be a little bit of a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna lie. If you sew, you know that mesh fabric is not the easiest. And I don't have a machine that likes me. I have this thing, and this machine hates me. It has hated me since I got it. So yeah, I'm making sure that both of those edges are facing the same direction. So basically like how the fabric was folded in half. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to then clip. I use clips, especially with fabric like this. I mean, I use both sewing pins and clips. It depends on what you're doing, but for this, we're using clips. I'm gonna clip it up to as far as it needs to go. We'll move the brother over here. He's gonna fight me. We'll sew that up, and then we'll see if I need to hem it or not. I mean, I don't, because it's not gonna fray, but it might look a little janky if it's not. For another reference, let's see what the length of this is. This is not a tutorial, really. It could have been if I wasn't all over the place. So it's that much. That is 29 inches. So that means, is the front 29 inches too? No, the front is 32 inches. Interesting. So that's probably how it creates that V shape. 29 inches is what we're doing, at least for mine. But if you have sewing clips, I mean, you can use pins, like I said, but you can clip it into place and then you can throw it on your body. And that's that. Okay, I'm gonna start clipping this. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I just quickly clipped this. Let's see what it looks like. Trying not to pull it too tight. It goes like this. This one's gonna be a little itchy, but I'll have long sleeves on, so yeah. Oh, look at the swoosh of it. Oh, I might not put the tassels on it just so it doesn't eliminate that swoosh. I'll see, but I don't think I want to eliminate the flow of it, because that's pretty nice. I will probably end up hemming the front. I could rotary blade it. Anything to not hem. I can rotary blade it so it's a little bit cleaner. We're almost done. I just have to do the... Let me move the machine and then we can continue. Fun fact about this machine. I can't unplug the presser foot because if I unplug it from back here, can you even see that? Hold on. Whoop. Right here. To plug it back in, the connector will push into the machine and I'll have to open it up. And let me tell you how hard it is to open a Brother machine, because it has to start from this end and then it opens like a clamshell and I can barely get in here to fix it because I've had to before. I've tried gluing it, I've tried stuffing it with stuff to try and stop it from moving. This machine hates me. I like that I'm still wearing the thing to do this. Okay, we are plugged in. I have black thread already in the machine. Thankfully, I don't have to rethread it. And I think that's it. I think that's it. That's it. I just gotta get my chair. Am I seeing things or am I seeing spider webs? Oh no, I'm seeing reflections in glasses. I'm not going crazy, you are. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix where the camera is. Okay, that's can you see me? Hi. I'm gonna have to move the camera. That's fine. Okay, this is gonna go fantastically. Right, we're gonna start from the middle where it's gonna be open because there's a lot of fabric on this side. So I'm just gonna throw that onto the table to help it not fight me as much. I need to invest into a walking foot. I don't have one of those. All right, let's get ready to rumble. Okay, so because my machine likes to fight me, I did that with a straight stitch. A zigzag stitch might have been better because it has a little bit of stretch and it is like a net. So the zigzag is giving you more stitches to hold it all together, right? That sounds about right, right? Anyway, I'm just gonna do a secondary straight stitch. I could have also used a twin needle. Again, the less I need to adjust this machine, the better. Even sometimes me just changing the thread is a problem for it. So we're not really messing with settings because it hates me. So I'm gonna bring it on back, find out where, yep, right there. And we're just gonna do another straight stitch. That's it. Just to kind of make sure it has like strength. Doesn't really need it, but whatever. We're gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna put it back where it was, boop. And now we're gonna go again. And this time, we'll be able to fly. So, satisfying. Ta-da! Alright. Time to move the machine and clean up some edges. Let's see. I'll cut the strings off. If I was, you know, doing this for someone else, I probably would have done the, what are they called? A French hem? I think that's what it's called, where one side of this hem is longer than the other, and then you take it and then you roll it and you enclose the other, and then it looks all nice, and it's just for me. And honestly, if I use it for this convention and then decide I don't want it anymore, because let's say it's too itchy or something, all I gotta do is rip out those two seams and it's back to being Halloween fabric. So this is not necessarily its permanent life. Even if I don't cut it open again, it could be a tablecloth. Anyway, ta-da! It's as simple as that. It literally is just 2 rectangles. And I believe this is the same kind of idea, concept, whatever, that people who are crocheting and knitting are doing to making vests. My friend Shiny Wave just made one. And I think it's the same idea, where you just take two rectangles and you sew it up. But obviously the vest would close in the front. I don't want that. We want open. I honestly don't think I need to do anything else to this. I think it's fine. I think it gives the effect that I wanted. And I don't think I need to worry about the edges because they're gonna roll in and everything like that anyway. So I think we're done here. Now, wasn't that a fast DIY? It took us no time. I do still have to add new handles to my Metroid bag for Samus, because when I made this, I used reflective tape. Reflective ribbon, excuse me. This is reflective ribbon, and when people would try to take pictures, I had to cover it because if you used a flash, it reflects. So I have to repair the handles on that. I think I might make them shorter anyway, and I also kind of want to stuff the little bottoms of it in here. So I might do that. Will it be in this video? No, because it's gonna be boring. It's just adding small handles to it. So thank you for watching this kind of useless video. It's really more just to get me back into editing and talking to a camera while not live. Because again, I find live being easier. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, if you want to see more of this stuff, let me know, because I am unsure of everything. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll see you next time. And as always, enjoy your day, your evening, your whatever. Goodbye.